Hello friends, welcome back. Hearty welcome to you. So let's look at a problem related to straight lines, and we are currently going through 2-point form of a line. So this is the problem we have. Let's try to solve it together. In what ratio the line joining the points 2, 3 and 4, minus 5 is divided by the line passing through the points 6, 8 and minus 3, minus 2. So if we just try to plot this, let's try to plot this. So I have plotted the points. You can see 2, 3, 4, minus 5. The line segment, let us say, is AB. The line is AB. And then we have 6, 8 and 3, minus 3, minus 2. 6, 8 minus 3, minus 2. That's nothing but line segment PQ. Now the problem says that AB is divided by PQ. That is what we have been told. So let's write it. We have been given that line joining 2, 3 minus 4, 5 is divided by 6, 8 minus 3 minus 2. That is nothing but given that PQ divides AB. We can see that. But and also you can see that A, B points are externally divided by PQ because the line segment PQ is going out of A and B. So it is externally dividing. So if you take the ratio as lambda is to 1, your lambda should be negative value. Let's look into that. Now let us say that PQ divides AB in PQ divides A, B points in ratio lambda is to 1. And let that point be some x. So where it is intersecting, let that point be x. Let the point be x. Now let's try to find out coordinates of x. Now what is our approach? Our approach is, now we have been told that PQ is dividing AB. So I know the points A and B, and I can use section formula by saying that let the ratio be lambda is to 1 in which it is dividing AB, and I can find out the coordinates of x. Once I know the coordinates of x, I can find out the equation of PQ and substitute x in PQ because x should be part of both AB and also PQ because it's an intersection point. So what I will do, first I will find out the coordinates of x. For that we will be using the section formula. So you should be very well versed with section formula by now. And then we will use 2-point form to find out the equation of PQ, and in that we will substitute the coordinates of x, which will give us lambda, nothing but the ratio in which it is divided. So let's go ahead. Let's do step 1. Step 1 is to find out the coordinates of x. So how to find out the coordinates of x? For that, let us take the ratio is lambda is to 1 in which points 2, 3, 4, minus 5 are divided by PQ at point x. And what are those points which are divided? A, 2, 3 and B, 4, minus 5. So we know the formula. If you remember, this is x1, y1, x2, y2, L, M. The formula, the coordinates of x is nothing but equal to Lx2 plus Mx1 by L plus M. Similarly, Ly2 plus My1 by L plus M. So let's substitute and see what we are going to get. L into x2, so that's nothing but lambda into 4 lambda, plus M into x1, that's nothing but plus 2, divided by L plus M, that is lambda plus 1, comma L into y2, that is lambda into minus 5. So I will say minus 5 lambda plus m into y1, that's nothing but 3 by lambda plus 1. So these are the coordinates of the point x. So that is the step 1. Now let's go to step 2. The step 2 is find step 2 is find equation of PQ. Now here we will use 2-point form, or you can use point slope form, anything is fine. Find the equation of PQ. Directly we will use the 2-point form. What is the equation we have? We have equation is y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1, nothing but slope, that is by x2 minus x1. This whole thing is divided by x minus x1. That's nothing but equal to y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Now what are our points? Our points are x1, y1, x2, y2. What are x1, y1, x2, y2? We have minus 3, minus 2, that's x1, y1, and x2, y2 is 6 and 8. So let me just put down there, this is x1, y1 and x2, y2. Now let's find out the equation of the line. Let's find out the equation of the line. So it will be y minus y1. You can take anything. I will take minus 2. So it will be y minus of minus 2 equal to y2 minus y1, that is 8 minus of minus 2 divided by 6 minus of minus 3. This whole thing needs to be multiplied by x minus of minus 3. So if I simplify that, that's nothing but equal to y plus 2 equal to 10 by 9 into x plus 3. Or you further simplify, you will have 9y plus 18 is equal to 10x plus 30. That gives you 10x minus 9y plus 12 equal to 0. Now this is the equation of line PQ. Now we got the equation of line PQ. We also know the coordinate x. Now x should satisfy PQ. So let us substitute the coordinates of x in PQ, by which I can find out the value of lambda. So let's go ahead and do that. If I substitute step 3, substitute x in PQ. So that will give you, let's try to, okay, x is 4 lambda by 2. So I'll have first 10 into 4 lambda plus 2 by lambda plus 1 minus 9 into y is minus 5 lambda plus 3 minus 5 lambda plus 3 divided by lambda plus 1 plus 12 equal to 0. Now when I multiply this whole equation with lambda plus 1, I will have 10 into 4 lambda plus 2 minus 9 into minus 5 lambda plus 3 plus 12 into lambda plus 1 equal to 0. So how it looks like? Let us write it down. So it will be 10 into 4 lambda plus 2, 10 into 4 lambda plus 2 minus 9 into minus 5 lambda plus 3 plus 12 into lambda plus 1. How we got this? Because we have multiplied with lambda plus 1 throughout. Now simplify this. This will be 40 lambda plus 20 plus 45 lambda minus 27 plus 12 lambda plus 12 equal to 0. If I simplify that, I'll have 40, 45, 85. So 97 lambda plus 20 minus 7 plus 12 plus 5 equal to 0. That gives me lambda equal to minus 5 by 97, or you can say, so since we know the ratio is lambda is to 1, it is 5 is to 97 externally. Why externally? Because we have negative there. If it is internally, it will be positive. It is 5 is to 97 externally, or minus 5 is to 97, or 5 is to minus 97, whatever it is, but this is your answer. 5 is to 97 externally. How we did that? Let's just summarize that. We have been given that two line segment joining 2 points is divided by another line segment. We have to know the ratio in which the division is happening. So what we did is, we know that, let us say the line segment is PQ. PQ is dividing points A and B in a ratio lambda is to 1. Let us say that and find out the coordinates of x using the section formula. Now x should be part of both AB and also PQ because it's a point of intersection. So substituting, find out the equation of PQ in 2-point form. You have 2 points, you can find out the equation of PQ. Then substitute the value of x in PQ, you can find out that the value of lambda is 5 is to 97 external division. That means you can see in the picture itself very clearly, A and B are not internally divided, they are divided outside A and B, both A and B. That means it's called as external division. So that's one interesting problem. We will do some more interesting problems as part of straight lines, coordinate geometry. We are going through equations of straight lines. Thanks for visiting. Bye for now. See you again.